Good morning. It's time to rise and shine on this lovely Saturday morning.
That's right.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm glad we don't start this show until 10 o'clock now.
Yeah, I know. Me too, because I like to sleep.
Yeah, we slept in a little bit this morning. I think it was like 8:30 before I even opened up. And the only reason my eye opened up then is because my bladder said, hey, let's go to the bathroom.
So are you competing against the noise with baby Enzo down there today?
Yes. I'm. Baby Enzo's his own self-appointed orchestra this morning. He's playing the hamburger and what's that other thing he was playing?
I don't know.
He's playing.
But all I have to say is this: my dog, he behaves. Look at this. Does this not look like the perfection of behavior to you?
My dog is entertaining.
Your dog is noisy.
He's having a good time, though. Let's hope we all have a good time today, as Baby Enzo's having right now with that plastic squeaky hamburger.
And while Ringo is being a very good boy.
Yeah, but he's boring. Look, my dog's having
He's
fun.
not boring. Aww.
Good boy, Enzo.
You're not boring, are you, baby? Well, we want to say good morning to everyone, and thank you for joining us this morning. As you all know, we try to design this show so that you can listen while do other things. So, what do you think they're doing today, Chet? You haven't done that in a few days.
I know. I think everybody this morning is actually just waking up like we did.
You think so?
They're just getting out of bed and they're deciding do they want to eat breakfast or they want to listen to Sea Lake Journeys. But guess what? You can do both. How about that? Grab your breakfast, grab your monster drink, grab your coffee, grab your donuts, grab your ho-hos, grab your neighbor, tell your friends, tell everybody.
Grab your neighbor, tell your friends.
Tell them all, come on, let's watch some Sea Lake Journeys while we have breakfast. Hey, maybe if you go next door, maybe they've got something good over there and you can go over there and say, hey, I'll trade you. Let me have some of that bacon and oatmeal and I'll tell you about this great show we're fixing to watch together.
Bacon and oatmeal. Why not bacon and eggs?
You can have eggs too. You can
eggs
have
are
all.
too expensive. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Eggs actually have come down now from $7.29 to $6.99.
There you go. So you don't have to get a small loan for a dozen eggs anymore.
Well, the good news is we can't afford the gas to get to the store to buy the eggs anyway, so we lament the eggs even less.
Oh, good. What is our topic today?
Oh, the thumbnail there is from the Serenity deck on a Carnival ship. It doesn't matter which one because the Serenity deck is very similar on all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, I've been feeling the urge lately to have a vacation. I want to go on a cruise. And this time I kind of want to chill. I want a couple days to just chill.
We're going to Alaska. There is no chill. You have something scheduled for us every day.
No, except for the 2 sea days.
The 2 sea days we're in the glaciers in the fjord.
Yeah, but that's great. We can just set a camera up and chill. Literally on the deck. Chill.
So you know what my favorite thing is about a Serenity deck?
What's
Those
that?
little clamshell beds.
That's why I made sure they was in the picture too. Clamshell beds. Have you ever climbed up in those clamshell beds and sat there and think, I'm going to do this crossword puzzle or I'm going to read this book. And then you woke up like an hour later and went,
No, that's you. That's not me.
No, what do you do?
And I crochet. I read a book.
She does her sewing. Yeah. Listens
I
to a
knit.
book. She don't read a book. She listens to a book.
On a cruise ship, I can't listen to a book.
There's no music up there in Serenity.
I know. That's why I read a book.
Oh.
Because I can't read a book when there's music.
That's right.
I listen to books while there's music, but when there is no music, I read a book.
It's been a while since we chilled out on a Serenity deck, though.
Yeah.
We're going to make it a point to do that.
See, now this is what I wish. I wish I had a job that I worked remote and I could get up there on a Serenity deck in one of them clamshell beds and work while you took a nap.
Well, you can get her and do some YouTube work. I'll bring the computer, the laptop. How about that? What have we got going on in the chat this
I
morning
don't
over
know.
there?
Who
Let's see
knows?
who's over there.
The
Maybe
first one we had it was the Z-Man.
Z-Man. Good morning to you.
And Lyle Jones, who continually brings us our quote of the day because we gave him that job and he so graciously just took it.
I tell you what, he's the best in the world at it. Thank you for this, Lyle Jones. You talk about consistency and excellence. Right here, the quote of the day every day, whether our show is good or bad, the quote is always fabulous. The quote today is, do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. And that's a quote from Oprah Winfrey. But yeah, I believe my parents kind of told me the same thing. He says, you may not be doing what you want to do, but you keep doing what you got to do until you can do what you want to do.
And that's the only reason I keep going to that nasty J-O-B word.
You know it.
Because I have to do it until I can do what I want to do. And what I want to do is retire.
Cruising. At least in I think it's 48 days we'll be heading that way. We'll be heading our way to the cruise ship. Cruise Nuts is here. Good morning to you, Mike and Tracy. Hey, you know what? They're going to be going with us on that group cruise.
They are.
Are y'all excited about the group cruise?
Right now, the group cruise is half vloggers, half regular people, which I just love that.
It's a half and half.
It's a half and half cruise.
So come on, which way do you want to tilt it? Are you a vlogger? You want to come with us? Are you just regular people and you want to come with us? We want you all to come with us. We're all going to have fun.
There you go. And good morning to the Fearless Rambler.
George, good morning to you. Me and George was talking about all the stuff we've got to do and trying to wake up and get energy to go do it.
Yeah.
But I think I've decided to sit here for a little while and just yap my flap. And I think George is probably going to fall back asleep while he's listening to me yap my flap. How about that? Mark the Shark is here. Everybody get your salute up. He is on the Harmony of the Seas. Good morning to you, Mark the Shark. Woo!
And Fearless Rambler, 42 days until he is on the Harmony of the Seas.
Yes, and me and him and Lyle Jones was talking about the fact that he may get to meet Mark the Shark. Who knows? You may find him. If you get to the captain's table, you're bound to find him there.
There you go.
Oh, excuse me. I had a burp there. Well, excuse me. Ocean to Ocean Travel. Bruce in Sydney says, good morning to everyone. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Saturday morning. Let me tell you guys, it's still only like 7 a.m. where they're at. I was still asleep at 7 a.m. over here.
So this is a good question that everybody wants to know from the Fearless Rambler. So are you going to sit on your balcony and have breakfast and join the Sea Lake Journeys morning show and say, hey, I'm sitting on my balcony on the Harmony of the Seas.
And my next door neighbor is Mark the Shark. That would be awesome, wouldn't it?
I know, right?
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, yo. Eddie Lugo Studios is here this morning. Woohoo! Good morning to you, Eddie. Hey, Shady Hill Homestead, good morning to you as well.
Yeah.
And TNT's Adventures to Sea is here. Good morning to you. And we were messaging back and forth here the last couple of days because we're getting ready. We're getting prepared for, you know what?
I don't know.
On Friday at 8 o'clock.
What happens Friday at 8 o'clock?
SCT comes on at 7 o'clock.
Oh.
After SCT Adventures, we're going to be having a show. TNT's Adventures to Sea.
Yeah, so this is a crazy busy weekend for us. We're going to be on their show. I still have 2 more wines to go purchase. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I still have 2 more wines to go purchase. I still have to set up the live stream for me and TNT to be able to have it streamed on both channels.
Yes.
I got way too much to do.
What are you going to do in your spare time?
Work on the YouTube channel.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. A squeaky for you. So anyway, don't miss out on that Friday night at 8 o'clock. The list of wines you can find, I think, on several Facebook pages. See Me Traveling, I think, put it up. TNT Adventures to Sea put it up. Mm-hmm. It's on our social, what do you call that page? On our YouTube channel?
The social community tab?
Community tab.
Did you put it on the community tab?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
It's on our community tab, so you can check it out. But you know what? While we're here, let me just read it off real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
So the wine list for next, wow, I put Saturday. It was actually Friday. Next Friday, y'all. Don't forget that, 8 o'clock Eastern time. We're going to have Moscato Rosado, okay? And we're going to pair that up with some dried pineapple. So we're not just wanting you to try the wine, but also try pairing it up with what Tom is suggesting here. Mm-hmm. Tom and Terry are suggesting, because he knows what he's doing. He's a professional in this. He's not an amateur. He's a professional. And let me tell you, we tried this stuff. And we tried it, and since the last time we did it with him, we've tried those same wines with other things, and
You got to be pairing it with the right stuff because it is not the same without pairing up with the right things.
It's amazing. Get somebody, because I've never liked wine. I've never liked wine, but Tom's got and Terry's got me kind of hooked now because
they got you hooked on port wine with chocolate.
Well, even the other wine we tried wasn't port wine, and it was good.
Yeah.
He knows stuff. Okay, so we're going to have the Moscato Rosado with dried pineapple. Okay, that's our first one. The second one.
How do you know all this?
I wrote it down.
Where'd you write it all down from?
From my pen and paper.
No, but where'd you get the information from?
I got it off of our community tab.
That you stole from TNT?
Yes. I was going to get to that. So anyway, we're going to have D'Asti Freak Show Cabernet paired with grilled beef. How about that?
Paired with grilled beef.
That's right.
Where are we going to get grilled beef from?
I'm going to grill some beef. How about that? Or I'll go down to Burger King and grab a Whopper and pull it off the... I'll do whatever I got to do. I'll get it done. Don't worry. Do what you got to do. Get it done, y'all. And the third one's going to be Veuve. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Veuve du Vernet Rosé. Okay? Veuve du Vernet Rosé. Trust me. Go look on our community tab. Go check out our Facebook pages. See these for yourself. And you take that list with you to the store so you can get the right stuff. And we're going to be pairing that up with Mimolette cheese.
So is this
good.
the community tab thing you're talking
That's
about?
it right there. Yes.
I just
there you
don't
go.
even know what to say about that.
I did that.
I see you did that.
So yes, we want y'all to join us in that. And if you don't want to try the wine, the cheese, at least you can watch us and you'll be able to tell by our expressions and how the show goes over the course of that hour, how good that wine is and how good that cheese and beef and pineapple is paired up with those different wines.
Okay, so let's see what's going on in the chat.
Let's do it. Let's go to the chat.
Here we go.
Cruising is fun anytime. Good morning. Happy weekend, everyone. Happy weekend to you, Cheryl. And Fearless Rambler says, I can see Chet sitting around on the Serenity deck.
See you sitting around on the Serenity deck.
Too active. Trust me, Fearless. When I get on that Serenity deck, I'm going to have her take a picture of me on a Serenity deck up there in Alaska, asleep. I'm going to say, wait till I'm asleep, which won't take long. So I'm one of those people, if I sit still very long, I fall asleep. That's why I've got to get up and be moving. Otherwise, I'm one or the other.
So Fearless Rammer says it depends on what that network's like, if he's going to be on Sea Lake Journey's Wake Up Show or not.
Right on. I could be the wake up call. Woohoo!
Could be. And good morning to Ashley.
Good morning, Ashley.
And Fearless Rammer says some of them dried upside down pineapples is what's in that wine.
It. Upside down, upside right, sideways. We take a pineapple anywhere we can get it.
Paul Jones says just solve it by standing on your head and eating a pineapple.
Well, I used to could do that, but I don't know. I haven't tried that in a while. Cruising Koozie is here. Good morning, everyone. They're going to listen in as they work.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Brother, we're glad to have y'all in here.
Fearless Rammer, how about some fine tasting with Mountain Dew?
Fine. Wait a minute. Fine tasting with different Mountain Dew flavors.
I do believe you would find that more on the Gypsy and the Vanilla Grill page.
Yeah, Gypsy Vanilla Grill.
Because they were tasting some crazy Mountain Dew flavors not too long ago.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
And they get things that we don't get here in Florida. They get some crazy things.
I know.
I've never
Some
heard
of the stuff he
before.
pops up and I go, what is that? What kind of potato chip is that? Never even heard of that.
And we're sitting here watching it going, what? I don't even know what. I mean, he's tasted potato chips that I just don't think should go with a potato chip.
Yeah, pickle flavored potato chip.
But then again, I remember back in the day when they came out with vinegar and what was it? Vinegar potato chips.
And salt.
Yeah, I was like, vinegar and salt on a potato chip? Ugh. But they're actually pretty good on potato chips. And good morning, Cruise Nuts.
Cruise Nuts says, good morning, Pineapple Boy. Eddie Lugo Studios.
Eddie keeps doing this, and people are putting up all these pineapples, and he's going to become known as the Pineapple Boy if he's not careful.
Yeah, he kind of got that reputation over on that Vloggers Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's become known as the Pineapple Dude. Log Jones says, I asked the man at Walmart for it. I said, I'm looking for Freak Show, and he just looked at me. Hey, a true story here, y'all. We were going Christmas shopping one year, and it was like 3 weeks before Christmas. Way back when our kids were younger, right? Then we walk into Walmart, and it was after 9:00, and all of a sudden we're just standing in the electronics section, and these strange, bizarre-looking people walk by.
I remember this.
Strange, bizarre. I'm just going to say that you picture in your mind.
Halloween.
No, yeah, they weren't in costumes either.
They were not in costumes.
They just looked like they crawled out of some kind of horror movie out in the woods. What was that one with Burt Reynolds in them?
I don't know.
Oh, anyway, just picture something crazy, right? And they go walking by, and so we all stopped and stood there and watched them go by. And the dude that worked at Walmart in the electronics section, he goes, "Oh yeah, the freak show starts around 9 p.m. here every night."
But then what was so funny was the freak show also started in Ybor City at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I was amazed that it started earlier here in Sebring than it did in Ybor City.
Yeah. So that's really strange. StreamYard now says that there's no one watching but us.
It's been saying that all along. We're talking to
really?
ghosts.
And here you go. Law Jones says it's called Deliverance and
Deliverance. Yes.
Deliverance.
Yeah, the people from Deliverance were walking through Walmart. I'm telling you, they were. And none of them had any shoes on. And I don't think they had ever worn shoes.
Okay, so are we going to go back to our topic?
Yeah, let's go back to our topic. We're talking about.
Although we could make a whole show about the strange things in Walmart.
Yeah, and you know, we talked, and specifically, we was talking about the Carnival Serenity deck. They call that Walmart cruise, but really, we've not seen anything.
We would not call that Walmart cruise.
Yeah, it's really not after you've been to Walmart after 9 p.m. anyway. Oh my God. I don't go to Walmart anymore now after 7 p.m.
So this is something that people do to relax on a cruise ship.
Yes.
That I just think is weird and bizarre, but a lot of people do it.
What is that?
And so many people do it now that on Carnival cruise ships, the photographers actually get into it, wearing your bathrobe on deck.
Really?
Yeah. You know, remember last time we were on a Carnival cruise and they said that it was a casual night, that they were taking photos on casual night. And he says, make sure you wear your bathrobe because we've got a whole backdrop set up for people wearing their bathrobe on the cruise ship. And we've seen a lot of people wear bathrobes on cruise ships.
Now that you say that, I do remember, I saw, what are these people doing? I thought maybe they was going from the spa back to their cabin.
No.
And was just passing through to see what was going on. Because, you know, you wear your robe going down to the spa. But
nope. Just to hang out in the evening. And
that's a little too casual for me, y'all.
They got clothes on underneath or something on underneath.
Are you sure?
Yes. And we've seen a lot of people on movie night on Carnival cruise ships laying out there in their pajamas and bathrobes.
Yeah, I have seen pajamas. In fact, I took a pair of long pajama pants my own self and a t-shirt.
Yep.
But Cajun Country Travels is here.
Good morning, Cajun Country Travels.
Good morning to you.
I want y'all to know that when he squeaks this, he squeaks it right at the microphone. So I'm sorry. I don't know how loud it is for you people, but it's pretty loud sitting here.
I just want to make sure they get the full effect. Yeah. Cajun Country Travel says, I love the Serenity deck. Really great place to read a book and drink a cup of coffee. You know it.
Mm-hmm. The Serenity deck. I like the Serenity. So the different levels of the Serenity deck are like they play music and it's very, Caribbean. And then other parts of the Serenity deck are no music. So it kind of is a great mix for everybody that's hitting the Serenity deck.
And depending on where it's at on the ship, some decks you get a little bit of that drone from the engine.
Yeah.
Which kind of lulls you to sleep.
I know, right? There you
go. Mark the Shark says, oh my God, yes, I wear my bathrobe almost everywhere except for dinner. But yes, I'm very well known to wear my bathrobe on the technically, there's nothing wrong with it. No, there's not. There's nothing wrong with it. Right. Now you are covered up. So,
But I must say, I have only seen it on Carnival. I've never seen it on the other cruise lines we cruise with.
And come think about it, it's just like you said on that one
only
cruise.
On Carnival.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen it on every.
Going to the spa. Now, we've seen people going to the spa.
Right, but I'm talking about just in general. Now, there are people, and I've seen this a lot on Carnival cruise ships, pajama night.
Pajama night.
And everybody's got on footy pajamas in their group. Everybody's, kind of at Christmas
party. Yeah.
At Christmas time, I saw one year, and they were all pajamas, all footy pajamas. One looked like Santa Claus, one looked like Miss Santa Claus, and the kids all looked like reindeer. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Adorable.
And there's parading around there on Lido deck.
Yes, that was absolutely adorable.
That was on the Sky Princess.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that one was because it was Christmas and it was on Christmas, like on Christmas Eve, everybody sits around in their pajamas or in Christmas morning, you open your Christmas presents in your pajamas. So I thought that was just so flipping cute. If I had a whole bunch of kids, we would definitely be Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Yeah, if you had 9 kids, you could have all 8 of them plus a Rudolph.
Yeah.
Hey, Fearless Rambler says he went out of his cabin, but forgot his bathrobe. Oh, wow. Now, see, George, you can't forget your bathrobe.
We got some great things going on in the chat over here.
Law Joe says, I once said that in the ship rules, not pajamas or robes out of the cabin. Oh, I used to say that.
Yeah.
Times have changed.
Yeah, they've changed.
Back in the day too, you had to be dressed up to go to the dining room on formal night. And now I think anything goes just about. Times have changed though. Clock Family Adventures is back. Good morning to you, Mike. He's saying hello to everybody. The Z-Man says, Walmart, are you talking about prime time? Yes, prime time at Walmart.
Here we go.
TNT's Adventure to Sea says, we were in the jacuzzi every morning on our last cruise.
There you go.
Oh, how about that? That's a good idea. I think maybe we might do that one morning too. How about that?
Here we go. Read the chats.
Read the
chats. Stop it. This is a family show.
Oh, we're family. We're married.
Read the chat.
Mark the Shark says, one of the things I'm very famous for when I'm on the Harmony of the Seas, I do wear a black silk pajama, and then I have my bathrobe on, So I have my Supra slippers and all that, and people cool.
Look, Mr. Cool coming this way.
That silk pajamas with the bathrobe over it.
You know what? Another thing that I've seen, mostly on Carnival cruise ships, of course, are bedroom slippers that are like huge and massive with big animal heads on them and
animal
everything.
heads, yeah.
And that's funny because you can see that a lot on the Carnival cruise ship too.
You see that at Walmart too.
There we go.
Maybe that's why they call it the Walmart cruise. They're dressed the same.
I don't know.
TNT Adventure to Sea says, wore our robe there. Oh, yeah. If you're going to the hot tubs in the morning, going to spas, going to places like that, throw that bathrobe on because otherwise that wind will get you a chill. Bama Nola says, heading out to do another adventure, listening while driving. All right, Bama Nola, get your camera up and don't let it fall down this time. he only had it fall down one time, but I have to pick on him about it because all the other ones, the camera stayed up. But there was that one day I'm sitting there watching, all of a sudden, donk, and I almost fell back in my chair because the camera went like this.
Really?
I'm like, pick me up! Pick me up! It was hilarious. Thanks for joining us, Bama and Nola. Have fun at work out there today.
My goodness. Okay, so back to our topic.
Yeah, cruising. I really do look forward to some chill time on this next cruise. And we're going to have 12 days. So we're going to have a little bit of chill on ship and a little bit of chill on land too.
Well, the chill, the Serenity deck is a nice place to chill out. But on Princess cruise ships, I also like chilling out in the piazza because you can sit in the piazza for hours, never leave the piazza. And things will move and change while you're there.
Yes.
Like you can be sitting there for let's say you've already had breakfast somewhere and you're going to have a light lunch today. So you go down to the piazza and you're hanging out and having your morning latte after breakfast, right? And then pretty soon, you're getting hungry and it's approaching lunchtime. So you just walk over to the International Cafe, grab yourself a sandwich and a little pasta salad, and then they have a little band going. And you'd be sitting there for a while and then it switches. Yes. And now it's like 2:00 in the afternoon. Oh, let's have a cocktail. And oh, look, they're going to play some games right here in the middle of the piazza. They're going to do beanbag toss or something.
Yeah, or they're going to teach you a new dance.
Yeah, or line dancing. Yeah.
There'll be all kinds of stuff going out there that you can just chill out to.
Yeah, and that's one thing why I really love the piazza, because the piazza is a moving instrument.
Yeah, you don't have to go anywhere for everything to change. It just changed. It's like the weather in Florida. Wait 10 minutes, there'll be something different going on.
Yeah, and good morning to Kathy Mills.
Kathy Mills, she's cleaning and prepping for the grandkids to visit. So listening, hey, Kathy, we'll keep you wound up, keep you in full energy, high gear. Look, I'm going to have another sip of Monster just for you. This one's for Kathy, y'all. Right on, let's go.
Good grief. But going back to the piazza again, that it is just a great place to hang out all day.
Yes.
All day.
Yeah.
And good morning to Addicted to Ships.
Hey, you came to the right place because we're all addicted to ships here, I think, this morning.
And he's congratulating us on our
175,000 views. Yes. Yeah, we got a lot of views there coming in.
Yeah.
And we thank all of y'all for all those views. Woohoo! It's exciting.
And the views come from you guys. They don't come from us. And that's why we appreciate all of you. And that's not just views on live streams. That's our videos as well.
In fact, it's mostly our videos.
And we knew it was a typo, Addicted to Ships. It's okay.
Yeah, we knew the real number. We do 175.
Yeah.
We would like it to be 275 though. So hey, can we get 100,000 views today? Let's
There you
go for it, y'all. 100,000
Let's go for
views
it. How
on
about
Sea Leg
that?
Journeys.
100,000 views. We'd have to have a whole lot of views to get 100,000 views.
Yeah, it probably would take about 100,000. I'm just guessing. But if we can do 100,000 views with only 10,000, I say we go for it.
Here's your
Mark the Shark. What's your funny guys? Royal Caribbean has their own bathrobe slippers, but a lot of people don't know it, and they actually bring their own. And they also have their own silk pajamas, and that has a Royal Caribbean logo on them.
Okay, so just so you know,
yes,
I'm sitting here. Mark. I'm sitting here this morning with my princess slippers on.
Yeah, see, she's so ready to get on to the cruise ship that she's wearing her princess. And we got carnival robes in there too.
We have carnival robes. We purchased the carnival robes. They're the same ones that you get in the spa. They're a little bit higher grade than just the cabin ones. We have those. I do have carnival slippers. I have princess slippers. I don't think I have Royal Caribbean slippers.
No, we should have got some when we was on there. Well, next time we go, we're going to get some. We're going to say, Mark the Shark said, give us some slippers.
Give us some slippers, Mark. Mail them to us. Here we go.
Mark the Shark says, if you see me walking around my bathrobe in silk pajamas, you will also see that I'm having a Yeti cup that was painted the Royal Caribbean style.
So I don't have my Yeti cup here, but my Yeti cup has the princess logo on it, and it has a man. I have more than one. My coffee one has a man and a woman standing like on the deck with the railing of the ship, at sunset. It's their silhouettes. And so I'm all about that too. And good morning to Renee.
Renee, good morning to you.
What was the other thing I was going to say? We got talking about slippers and bathrobes and pajamas. I had something I was going to say and I didn't forget.
Oh, that's okay. You can come back to it. So don't forget, get that grocery list for Friday while she's thinking about this, and come on there Friday. We're going to be live with TNT, and also with us now. It's not just us and TNT. See Me Traveling. That's right. Kurt and Marsha is going to be there, and SCT Adventures, Greg and Felicia. Right. So you're going to have not one, not two, not three, but four crazy channels.
There you go.
What?
And
doing wine tasting.
Here's what Mark the Shark says.
If you remember Hugh Hefner from Playboy, he always wore a bathrobe. Yeah. Not only
actually,
a good suit.
It was not a bathrobe. It was a smoking jacket.
A smoking jacket.
It wasn't a bathrobe.
But a good bathrobe around that house. Hey, on the Hugh Hefner Royal Caribbean with my Royal Caribbean Yeti cup. Yes.
There you go.
You know what? You can do that, Mark the Shark. You can be who you want to be on Royal Caribbean.
You can pretend to be Hugh Hefner. And
we'll go right along with you, brother.
Good morning to Together We Travel.
Good morning, Together We Travel. Hey, let's do it. Let's travel together. Let's do it.
Here's Cajun Country Travels.
Where do I find out about tea time on the Carnival Glory?
Okay.
Want to host an event for vets during the booze cruise? Awesome question.
Okay, so tea time on the Carnival Glory typically is on sea days, and it's in one of the main dining rooms. Now,
what you want to do there, if you want to host something like that, is go to the maitre d' as soon as you get on the ship. Just ask them when you walk in there, where can I find the maitre d'? They'll set you up with them, or at least one of the hostess who can get you to the maitre d'. And then you tell them what you want to do, and they'll see if they can make it happen for you.
And I don't know about Carnival, okay, but I do know on Princess and Norwegian, depending on how many people are in your group, there's an email for events, and you email them and they ask you how many people are in your group and what is it that you would like to do or have, and then they send you back a confirmation that yes, we can accommodate this many people in this area or that area. And the last Princess cruise we were on, the last minute, some weddings were booked. And when weddings, of course, get top priority for the rooms. And so we were kicked out of 3 different rooms for our meet and greet. And a lot of people couldn't find our meet and greet because we got bumped.
We got moved, and we got moved again. We got moved again.
So just keep in mind that if they give you a venue and they say, yes, we can accommodate you, and then at the last minute, a lot of times people that are paying for venues get top choice, and we're not paying for the venue. We're just wanting to have a space for us. So to have a space for the vets in the tea time, when you get on the ship, just let them know how many people are going to be attending tea time, and they will kind of make sure that there's a section big enough for you, because they typically do hold it in the main dining room.
Yes.
So typically there's plenty of room for everyone. So I would check with the maitre d' or the events coordinator on the ship. When you get on the ship, go to the help desk and say that you'd like to speak to the events coordinator. Many times it's also the cruise director is the coordinator, not the cruise, not the party person.
Yeah. They'll hook you up. Just go to the desk there and say you want to see the maitre d', and if it's somebody else, they'll get you the right person.
Mm-hmm. And so Law Jones says Hugh Hefner wore a smoking jacket. Yes, it was a smoke because it had the fur-lined collar, and it was a smoking jacket because only rich people have the difference between bathrobes and smoking jackets.
Not only could I not afford the cigarettes, but I couldn't afford the smoking jacket either.
So Mark the Shark says, let's have a show with bathrobes on. Everybody
let's
put
do
your
it.
bathrobe on.
I'm going to get one right now. You know, I've got one of those too, and that doggone thing is so heavy.
The carnival smoke, the carnival bathrobe. Yes, it's because it's a thermal bathrobe. It's to be put on to keep you warm after you're getting out of your water therapy.
And it works. It does work. Cajun Country says the booze cruise ends a few days before Veterans Day, so I want to do something to show my fellow vets some love. They will help you make that happen, and chances are they'll have an event also.
Yes.
So
most of the cruise lines are very big on veteran appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
The last one that we were on, it was in a jazz club. They had the veteran appreciation, and they actually had a little band was there, and they were playing the different songs for vets, you know, like the
different themes for each branch of the military.
Yes, that's what it was. Yes.
Every branch's theme song was played.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was really nice.
Yeah.
And they said, let's have all the Marines stand up, and then let's have all the Air Force stand up. And they really do a great job of celebrating our veterans. And that's something that all the cruise lines have jumped in on.
Yep. Yeah, they'll definitely help you with that. I'm sure of that.
Mm-hmm. Here's Z-Man.
Z-Man, wow, today's show, bathrobe, smoking jacket, Walmart slippers. It's definitely prime time. Prime time at 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Woo! Yeah, who can make that happen, right?
Here's Cajun Country.
I know that Carnival does a Vets Appreciation event, but I want to do something separate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the tea time might be a good time to do it. I think they can probably just put you in there with a regular tea time, but break you off a section.
But just let them know that your group is a large group so that they'll put you all together.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm sure they can do that. I don't think that's outrageous to do.
No, and they're most of the time extremely accommodating because they want you to participate in their tea time and other functions like that.
Yep, you know it.
Mm-hmm. And here's Cajun Cooks.
I know. Yeah, we did that.
We did that one. Okay. And here's Fearless Rambler.
Let all the Space Forces float up. The Space Force. That's right. We got a new military branch, the Space Force.
Yes. Yeah.
We do.
Because it's now a whole entity in its own.
It is. Well, you know, Star Trek's got to start somewhere, and it started.
Yeah.
But I was watching the thing on the jet engines the other day. I wonder why they don't do jet engines for cruise ships. Power them across the water with jet engines.
So that would be an airboat.
Oh yeah. Well, no. Airboats use propellers, and jets have no propellers.
There are jet engines on the back of a lot of airboats.
No.
Yes,
those are
because
propellers. There's no jet engine.
No, on an
airboat. That's a propeller with an engine. It's an engine powering a big prop. Jet engines don't have props.
Okay, so fine.
That's the difference between a jet engine and a
See, this is why I need to come to the morning show because I don't know what I'm talking about. Here we go. Here's Cajun Country.
Thank you for the info. You two are awesome for helping. If you need help with jet engines or propellers, we're not the ones to call, though.
And I do believe we're not part of the booze cruise. We just can't go that time of year because that's fiscal year end for me. But you might want to check. I do know that there are several people that have booked cabins and groups for the booze cruise, and they may know who to contact on the cruise ship to make accommodations for you as well. That's right.
I think Felicia from SCT Adventures is one of them. I think Jeremy from J&S Adventures is another. And Bruce from Ocean to Ocean. Mm-hmm. That's three I can think of off the top of my head that could probably help you out with some of those questions even more than we could.
Especially if you guys are booked together as a group. If you're booked together as a group, it's much easier to communicate with each other on the ship that you can, say, okay, if we don't get the event set up until we're on the ship, no one feels left out.
Or whoever you book through to be part of that booze cruise. I'm assuming it might be one of those three because those are the three that I know. And I think there might be one or two others too.
And cruise lines are very, very, they love to see group functions, whether it be family reunions and things like that. Cruise lines love that stuff. So they won't think like, no, they love that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Here's Mark the Shark.
I was very fortunate to Royal Caribbean gave me a very heavy bathrobe with the logo.
Yeah.
But I noticed it had a hoodie goes with it. So
Oh,
that
that's
way,
nice.
once you get out of the shower, a hoodie, wow. That's pretty cool.
So all the baby robes that you have for infants all have hoodies on the baby.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yes, keep their little heads warm.
I did not know that.
It's cute. So
I'm learning stuff
they
today.
want Mark the Shark to have his little head warm.
Well, you don't want that salute to get cold, y'all.
Here's Lal Joe.
Imagine the wake a jet ship would make. Boy, I'll tell you what, you'd be able to ski behind that thing, wouldn't you? At 40 knots.
I reckon so.
Addicted to Ship says, is it a good idea to email ahead for a group of 20 or more for a bar crawl? I hear mixed thoughts.
Okay, so we did a cabin crawl, and we had quite a few people in the cabin crawl, and we had a sign, and we just kind of did our own thing. And of course, there were rooms that we were all booked in. I have seen them do bar crawls as well, with a little sign. And it's a little sign you made, just this simple little sign that you made like this. And it just has so that everybody in your group can follow along, because sometimes you miss each other and you don't know how to get there. Some people need to take the stairs and the elevator. I've never heard them say that they do not like bar crawls on your own. I've never heard that. I have heard where they say, if you're an extremely large group, please let us know. But even if you let them know, all they really want to know is that
they'll probably have an extra bar staff there knowing what day you're going to do it.
Right.
That would be the advantage of letting them know. They'll say, okay, instead of having 2 employees there, these bars, we're going to have 3, because we know that on, I'm just going to say it, Tuesday between 3 and 4, we're going to have this group of 40 people on top of everybody else who's already there.
And just keep in mind that a bar crawl on sea days is much more difficult for the staff than a bar crawl on a day that you're in a port.
Yes.
And the other thing is too, that what I've seen them do on Carnival, I've only seen it on Carnival, when they had a large group that was doing a bar crawl, the bar staff would call the next bar that you were going to and say, okay, they're headed your way. I've seen that. So bar crawls are something we typically don't participate in. So that's something we can't really give you a lot of advice about. But there again, when you get on the ship, go to the customer service desk and let them know what your intentions are. In this case, what they're going to do is they're going to call the bar manager. And the bar manager is who you're going to be speaking to there, because he's the one that makes sure that all the bars are staffed. I love to see the fun things that people do.
I know,
on
this is
cruise
fun
ships.
stuff.
I know, right?
Yeah, and it would not hurt to email ahead. It's better to be too prepared than not enough prepared.
Yeah,
I always say.
And actually, Addicted to Cruising, why don't you join our group cruise and we will put you in charge of our ball crawl.
How about that? Just another shameless plug there for the group cruise that we're going to be having. Addicted to Ship says, perfect. Thank you, guys. It's an evening between 2 ports.
Okay.
We might as well mention our group cruise real quick.
I just started to say, why don't we just do a shameless plug for our own group cruise? Now, when I get it up here, you got to give me a minute to turn the volume down, because I know how you like to start talking before we're ready.
Do I?
Yes, and I know that this is the same one that I've been playing, but I apologize, I haven't made a new one.
She hasn't made a new one yet. That's okay. That was pretty good. Look at that. It's a group cruise, y'all, with Sea Leg Journeys and TNT's Adventures to Sea on the Norwegian Breakaway. I know you want to go. When is it, you ask? Well, we can tell you. It's May 19th through the 26th, 2024. Next year, leaving from Miami, going to Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic, St. Thomas, Tortola in the British Virgin Islands, and NCL's private island, Great Stirrup Cay.
Now, you want to know about all those fun events that we're having? Why don't you join our Facebook page that TNT Adventures to Sea has set up for us? You're going to find out all the great events. After all, what better host could you have than Sea Leg Journeys, TNT, and Ocean to Ocean Travel?
That's right. Contact Bruce at oceantooceantravel.com today. That's Bruce at oceantooceantravel.com today. Tell him, Bruce, I've got my tax refund. I'm ready to book that group cruise next year with Sea Lake Journeys and TNT.
That's right.
Woo! And I tell you, the group events, Tom has already started posting some of the stuff on Facebook, and there's just going to be more stuff to come.
Yep.
You don't have to participate in them.
Mm-mm.
You can participate. I only want to participate in that one.
Right.
Great.
We already have, these are, and all of these events are not on the Facebook page yet. Tom has put his events up. I've not put my events up yet, but I'll tell you what they are. So far we have a slot pull. We have a shot glass exchange. We are going to have a door decorating contest. That's not the typical door decorating contest. It's a Sea Lake Journeys version of a door decorating contest.
That could be anything. That could be like, go decorate somebody else's cabin door and see if they notice.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. We're also going to have a meet and greet, sail away party. We are going to have some special things. We're going to make sure that we hit some events during the week, and a bar crawl would be a lot of fun. So I do believe that Addicted to Ships needs to join our group cruise, and he can be in charge. He and she can be in charge of the bar crawl. I'm just saying.
How about that? So there you go. Don't miss out on that fun next year. It's already begun to start to happen.
Okay, so I'm not sure if we've said these chats, but I'm putting them up anyway. Did we say this one?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
We did that one.
Yes,
we did that one
it.
too.
Okay.
There we go. Law Jones says, Jay from It's a Ship Life did one on a past show. His travel agent hosted it. They gave advance notice, and a specific drink was ready for them when they got there. Now that's interesting.
Yes, now I've seen that as well too. Now you also have to remember that when you set up parties and meet and greets, they ask you lots of things. Some things are free, some things are extra charges, and it depends on which cruise line you're on. Some, like for a special drink, you can say our group drink is going to be, I'll just make this up, Coke and coconut rum. That's our group drink, and that's the drink that we want to have at the first bar. In the second bar, we want to have Bahama Mamas or whatever it is that you want to have, and they are accommodating. But the best tip here is the travel agent helped set it up. That's because the travel agent, they know who to contact on the ship. But lots of things on ships are lots of fun, even if they're a spur of the moment. Hey, tonight I think we're going to do a bar crawl. Oh, okay, let's do it. I mean, I've seen spur of the moment things like that as well. And good morning, Lori Barber.
Hi, guys. Skipped work today. Just got back from the grocery store. All right, Lori, good to have you in here live. Lori's our queen of #T replay. She's always giving me a lot of great comments and a lot of good feedback. Thank you for that, Lori.
That's right.
And Cajun Country says, are you guys parrot heads?
I don't know what a parrot head is.
Parrot heads means you're a Jimmy Buffett fan.
Oh, yes, we're parrot heads.
Yeah, we got Margaritaville stuff out there by our pool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Now the Margaritaville cruise, that is something that would be extremely hard for us. Chet being an amputee, it's not really wheelchair friendly on that ship, but we would manage it for a 2 or 3 day cruise.
We could do it because I watched what's his name do it. Another channel I watched over there. I can't think of his name now. Of course I can't because I'm trying to remember.
We would do it. We would not be against it.
No, definitely. I'm never against a cruise.
There you go.
Addicted to Ship says, if you arrange another group for 2025, I'll do my best. I'm fully booked until October 2024.
So we are already looking at what we're going to do for 2025, and we may just do a group cruise in 2025. We've already decided that we want to do an annual group cruise. It's just going to kind of be our thing. And so it's not going to, this one is on NCL.
Yes.
The one for 2025 will be on a different cruise line because we're not so stuck on the same cruise line, do every group cruise on the same cruise line.
Yeah, we'll try to get a different itinerary, but we'll be leaving out of Florida.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we'll make it
leaving out of Florida only because that's the most popular port to leave out of.
Yes, and we got more choices of lines and ships and everything else to pick from.
Yep.
Cajun Country says going to do a burger challenge at Margaritaville and Montego.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
A burger challenge. I'm in, brother. Let's go.
A burger challenge. Is that how many burgers you can eat, or who can eat the biggest burger?
It doesn't matter because I'm going to pace myself, and if I only eat 1 or 2, I'm going to be a winner because I love me some hamburgers.
That's too funny. And anybody that's got any suggestions for us for a group activities and group events on our group cruise, you can always put them in the chat. We're always open to new and different things, like our version of the door decorating. It's something that you've not seen it before. I can assure you of that.
I don't even know what it is yet. I'm figuring it's going to be.
I told you, you just don't remember.
I just don't remember. That's the great thing about being me. Everything's new all the time. I thought that commercial was brand new. She told me no, it's the same one.
That commercial is not brand new. It's the same one we've always had.
Well, it's a good one anyway. I like it. So, how about that? So hey, are y'all ready for vacation? Are you ready? You know, sometimes in the past we wanted a vacation so we could go burn off some fun energy. And we've done everything from fitness cruises to hiking up everything we could see kind of cruises and doing everything we could do cruises. And we've done other cruises where we slept the whole time.
The whole time.
I'm ready for a relaxing cruise.
And we want to remind all you guys that tonight at 6:00, we are to kick off for the Saturday stroll. Our guest tonight is going to be James Cantonese, who was a recipient of the Helping Hands for Cruising. Yes. So we're going to hear about his very first cruise and how excited he was. And he has been so appreciative for that opportunity. And we've seen a couple of his little videos he's put up about it. So we're going to have him on as our guest tonight. And then directly after our live stream, the Saturday stroll starts. And we do have a video in the stroll tonight. Yeah. Our video is about the breakfast buffet.
The breakfast buffet. I'll tell you what, I can't wait to hear what James has got to say. His very first cruise. Can you imagine? Do you remember your very first cruise? The excitement. I mean, I was 40 years old and I still felt like an 8-year-old at Christmas time.
I know, right? And the ship seemed so big, and it was one of the smallest ships in the fleet now.
Yeah, right now it's considered a small ship, the Carnival Sensation.
That's what I'm talking about, yeah.
Yeah, but back then it was enormous, wasn't it? I was like, oh my gosh, we just stood and looked at the ship for half an hour.
So here's Cajun Country talking about that burger challenge.
Oh, it's a 4-patty burger with fries and a pickle in 12 minutes called Trouble in Paradise. A 4-patty burger, fries, and a pickle and 12. You know, 10 years ago, I could have done that.
There's just no way. First of all, I can't do it because it's not gluten-free.
No, it's not. I could still do it. I don't know if I could do it in 12 minutes, but I'd give it a shot.
For it to be called Trouble in Paradise, that could be a lot of trouble getting back to the ship.
Oh, 10 years ago, I would have looked like Wimpy from Popeye. See you Tuesday.
And Lori Barber, she says she's a cruise sleeper.
A cruise sleeper.
I can sleep the best on a cruise ship than I've ever slept in my entire life.
I got to admit, it's the best sleep I've ever had, too.
It really
and I don't care if they put us back over on deck 4 down by the engine, the propeller, and the room shaking like this, and I just go right to sleep.
I can sleep so good on a cruise ship. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's just because I know that I am cut off from our regular life and the stresses of our regular life, or if it's the rocking, the motion of the ship, or if it's the drone of the engines. I really don't know what it is, but I get my best sleep I have ever had.
Or the pitch black of the room. I mean, it's like a cave, man. We try to get an interior room and man, it is bat cave dark in there.
And here's Cajun Country again with the burgers.
The regular 1-patty burger is called the Cheeseburger in Paradise, like the song. Cheeseburger. I better not sing it. I might get a gig. But yeah, we know that song. Had that with a margarita at Margaritaville.
There you go.
Lori says, you said Elation was scrapped, but we're on her in September. No, Elation's not scrapped. It's Elation
celebration, or the sensation.
Sensation.
So sorry, it's the sensation.
There's only 2 of those ships left: the Elation and the Paradise. Right, right. Yeah, there's the last 2 of those little shun ships.
Shun ships. The shun ships. And cruise nuts say that they love sleeping in the cave too.
Oh,
you get your best sleep in the cave, and what we call by the cave is an interior room because it's dark. I mean, you shut the door and it's dark, and
you don't have to worry about phones ringing.
No,
TVs being on. Now, if you're on a short Carnival cruise, there's a good chance of people running up and down the halls and banging on your doors and stuff like that. But if you're on a 7-day or more, less likely to happen. And Lori Barber's, the interior is the best. It is. To me, really you could charge more for an interior room than a balcony, because I'd rather, if they want to upgrade me to a balcony, I'm like, no thanks. No thanks. I want the interior. I'll pay more.
I know, right?
Leave me alone.
Well, we have a busy day today.
We do.
Yes, we got so much going on. We have the live show. We've got the stroll. I've got to get ready for tomorrow, next weekend's.
We got to go buy 2 more bottles of wine real quick.
Yeah, we got a lot to do. So we appreciate all of you joining us this morning. Remember to meet us back here tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Saturday stroll.
Yeah, don't miss it because it's going to be far out and fun.
That's right.
And I can't wait to talk to James and hear somebody's first time experience on a cruise again.
Yep. So until this evening, you guys, we'll see you around the channel.
See you around the channel.